Ready to sell your home? Got to get it done quickly? I'm going to share with you how to get your house ready to sell in 30 days. Let's do it. Hey people, Jonathan McCoy here with Keller Williams Realty, Chattahoochee North, and I'm a realtor here in Duluth, Georgia, in the metro Atlanta area. Glad to see that you are back, and for those that are new, welcome to my channel. I get calls all the time saying, hey, we need to sell our house. What do we need to do to get it ready? That call sometimes comes from owners that have been preparing for a while and are ready now to sell. But oftentimes that call comes from an owner all of a sudden that needs to sell quickly. Either case, there are things that need to be done to get your house ready to sell. I have put together a day-to-day list that gives you what to do over a 30-day period to get your home sold. If you'd like a copy of that, click on the link below. For today, I'm going to do an overview of what needs to happen over that 30-day period to get your home ready to sell. To get started, you should contact a real estate agent. I work with buyers as well as sellers, and so do a lot of other agents. When I come into a seller's house, I can advise them on what buyers are looking for in this current market. If you watch enough HGTV, you'll know that what buyers are looking for year over year can change. I can advise about what I am seeing in terms of paint colors and what other sellers have done in the area to their homes to get them sold. In addition, I ask sellers to get paperwork ready and which paperwork is applicable. Next up, you need to go into every single room in your house, pack, declutter, and clean. Your home needs to look lightly lived in. Boxes and Rubbermaid containers are your new best friends. Figure out what you have to have, and everything else can get packed away, sold, donated, or thrown out. And let's face it, you have a ton of stuff that you've been meaning to get rid of for years now anyways. If you have kids, find their favorite toys and some Rubbermaid containers if you don't have a toy box. A few containers can be easy to throw toys into and quickly put into a closet or into a corner when showings occur. In terms of cleaning, you need to deep clean. Clean the grout, baseboards, windows, and the very often missed air conditioning vents. In the kitchen, make sure you clean your oven, stove, and cabinets. You can turn a buyer off quickly when they go to open your cabinet and their hand comes back fast because you have a sticky handle. If you have time, you can do all these things yourself or pay someone to do this, but a deep cleaning is a must. Now, let's move on to paint, carpet, and flooring. Look, sometimes there are renovations and updates that need to happen with the house, but the biggest, cheapest, and most valuable thing you can do for a house is painting and putting in new flooring. If you have new carpet already or new flooring, then just clean these. As for paint, you need to have a neutral color. If you recently painted, make sure scuffs and marks are not on the walls. I hear it all the times from sellers. Well, whoever buys this house is just going to change the carpet and paint anyways when they move in, so I don't think I should do it. Guess what? We don't care if they get new carpet and paint after they buy your house. It doesn't matter what they do after you sell. It's their house. What does matter is that someone comes in and can see themselves living in your house. When it's clean and nice, the idea of changing floors and paint can come up, but it's not something that has to happen right away. When someone else sees new carpet and paint is needed, all they do is start subtracting dollars off the sales price of your home. And it's usually a lot more dollars than it would have been had you just painted and got new flooring to begin with. The best thing you can do for your house is to make it move-in ready. On to the entrance. Someone falls in love or out of love with your home in the first 15 seconds of crossing the threshold. You have to make a good first impression. Your front door and porch, stoop, walkway, or whatever you have should scream clean home. Paint your front door or stain it if it's a nice wood door. Make it look new. The foyer and entrance to your home should be clean and clutter-free. If you have rugs or welcome mats, get new ones or clean the ones you have. This is kind of like a first impression on a date. If you show up with your hair all in a mess, not showered, stains on your clothes, ain't brushed your teeth, you more than likely lost your chance at a second date right away, even if you had a lovely time. Get your home entrance ready for its first date. To go along with that, let's talk yard. The front yard is telling a story about the home itself. It needs to be cut, bushes trimmed, mulch in the flower beds, a good looking mailbox, and a driveway and walkways that are blown free from grass clippings and leaves. Depending on the time of year, plant flowers if possible. Color from flowers in front of a home can make it pop. Clean the siding and possibly paint siding and trim. If you have a brick home, it can and should be cleaned as well. For the backyard, while this is not as important as the first impression front yard, people will still dream about their family times in the backyard. Even those people who will never actually ever set foot in a backyard except to mow it, they will still dream about family time in the backyard. Make it inviting. Mowed, bushes trimmed, deck and patio cleaned off. If you have a deck, make sure that all the boards look good. Stain it or paint it, or do what you have to do so it looks attractive. Oh, and don't forget to look up. I always love the homes that have pine trees growing out of their gutters. While I guess you could put lights around these trees at Christmas time, most buyers are not looking for gutters that double as planters. Clean your gutters. Repairs. Any small repairs that you have been putting off, get them done. A smoke detector hanging off a ceiling, a light fixture that doesn't work, a door handle that is loose. You know, those things that have been on your list to fix for a year now, get those done now. On to the kids and pets. Just send them away for a couple months. Okay, I'm just kidding mostly. It is tough to sell when you have kids and pets. I know I have 2 kids and interrupting their nap times is like creating a ticking time bomb waiting to explode at any moment. What you need to do is plan ahead of time for how you want showings to go and plan ways to get cleaned up and out fast if need be. You can say that showings will only happen from, for example, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Or maybe someone has to give you 24-hour notice before showing your house. I personally like to list homes on Thursdays and have a build-up to that first weekend. I recommend to sellers they just plan to be gone out of the house for that first Saturday and Sunday. If everything is done right and you have priced it right, there is a good possibility that you go under contract after that first weekend. But no matter what, have a plan. One thing I do for sellers that helps is a 360 virtual tour. These tours allow potential buyers to see and walk through the home without even coming into your house. This is better than just having pictures, and it allows for people to tour your home from the comfort of their own home. That way, they have a good idea of the layout, space, and they will know if your home will work for them before even coming in person to see it. We're near the end now, and we just talked about what's next, photos and videos. If you have been doing everything you've been asked, you are now ready for photos and videos. You should have these done at least 2 days before closing, so your agent has time to get them back from the photographer so they can be used for your listing. Be ready to be out of your house for about 3 hours on the days that these photos and videos are taken. Last step is a final walkthrough to make sure everything is ready to go. In addition, talk with your agent about the showing plan. What I mean is, how much of a heads up do you need if someone is going to show your house? Do you need 1 hour, 2 hour, 24 hours notice? And when you should expect feedback on those showings that happen. Make sure you have the expectations set with your agent about hearing from your agent on how showings went. Communication is very important in a real estate transaction. Well, I hope this helps you in the home selling process. Once again, if you want a more detailed copy of how to get your house ready to sell in 30 days, click on the link below. If you like this video, you may be interested in watching this video on the average cost to sell a house. Also, think about subscribing. Hit the notification button. I post videos like this along with living in Duluth, Georgia and the metro Atlanta area every Thursday. Thanks, and I will see you next time.